Yet another Far Lands or Bust stream. This one, blob date 2021-01-29, number 814.6. 814.6. Still only have a few questions in the donations, so I don't feel quite ready to do a whole episode. But maybe we'll get some during this stream, and maybe we'll do one after this stream, this segment, because we're starting at 30 minutes past the start of the stream, nearly the top of the hour. So that's a good indicator. Get your woofs ready. Woof! There it is. I remember. Do you remember? Do you remember the chaos that unfolded at the end of the last stream? I remember. Okay. Here I am. Oh, that's right. I didn't remember that. The reason it was so full of chaos is because we were uncovering or unsyncifying another spawner, and it turned into a greater project than I had originally anticipated. I think we can do it though. We can start this stream with some spawnitude. Finish where we left off. It's probably for the best that I don't do this in an episode, so that I can actually like concentrate. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. Well, they've spawned. They've started spawning, everybody. Oh. It's fine. We got this figured out. Pull that offset. Oh. Gonna be a golden apple down there, I guarantee it. Whoops. Whoops. Boy, that block offset, like I said. Alright, shush. Shush! Alright. That should be enough, huh? 2 saddles and a bread. Oh no! Oh, it's a double! This thing is doubly sunk. Oh, that's terrible news. That's terrible. How did that happen? It's got a 2-layer source. How did that even happen? Because, like, I'm below sea level right now. How does sea level in this video game work? Okay, it just seems like it's this. No? Oh, beans. Ha, beans. This whole area is just messed up. Screwy. I don't want to uncover my hidey hole accidentally. I'm gonna need another shovel! How could you have allowed this to happen? Everyone who isn't me. Oh. Alright, where's this water coming from? Oh, these are source blocks, okay. Go on and get, yeah! Alright, we still haven't solved the entirety of the problem here. Oh, yeah, we did. Burn! Oh, are they not even, like, out? Oh, there goes that shovel. Oh, that's gonna make this kind of annoying, isn't it? Beans. Beans. Alright. We can use this to make a little stairwell down. Oop. Okay. Aha! Oh! The old double-double. Oh, hello. Let me just go ahead and do that. Alright. I promised a golden apple. Whoa. That'll be no. That'll be a no. From everybody. But I can make a TNT. With a dynamite. And I think that is exactly what I'll do. Except I'm gonna need some sand. But you promised! Oh. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, 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 beep. Hey. Let's grab that. You think I can, like, light it and run away in time? Sure is a dangerous proposition. Especially since I can't place it. Whoa, beans! I didn't expect it to go. Woo! Get blasted. That's a shame. Alright, Our work here is done. Which way is west? The sun is gonna set. Alright, let's get out of this place. 'Tis a silly place. What a blast. So, how was your week? Any Farlander who made money on the stonks? You're contractually obligated to help out the charity fundraiser whenever you're done holding onto your stonks. Cone has 1 Dogecoin. Should have cashed out! Get your, like, $12 or whatever it's worth. Dogecoin is 1 cent. Ah, but it like maxed at like 7 cents or something, right? That's more than 1 cent. I have never owned a stonk. I don't own stonks, but I do have, like, funds for in my retirement accounts. Ah, careful, Wolfie! What the deuce was that? Well, now we need to kill some pigs. Did you see what you've done? You've led to this murder. Hey. Oh, dang it. Okay, he got it. Kurt said the R word. Race car. Oh, retirement. Yeah, what is that gonna be? No, no. I know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It still doesn't make sense. I mean, if anything, all this stuff that's going on, I mean, I suppose, what's the word I'm looking for? Optimistically, one would hope that it would shed some light on some things, therefore getting changes so these things don't happen in the future, but we all know that's not going to happen. That's not how we humans work. So, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say anything about anything. But yeah, it has tickled that weird part of my brain about like behaviors and the weird, the whole like self-fulfilling prophecy of the whole markets sort of thing is just like kind of one of those like, really? Like I had no idea. I had no idea what short sellers were. I like constructed an idea in my head, but it still didn't make sense. I mean, it still doesn't make sense now that I know what it mostly actually is. But I don't know. I'm like hesitating going into this because I am not an expert. I'm not even a casual interest having type of person. But yeah. Basically, here, this is what it is. Short selling a stock is a hedge fund, a fund, whatever. Someone who's in on it. They borrow stocks, which is a thing I didn't know you could do. Like apparently you can just borrow stocks. Not you, but they. They can borrow stocks as if it's like borrowing your teacher, like borrowing a pencil from your teacher on test day. Anyone can short? Well, not as good as the people who are paid to do it. I'm sure. But anyway, you borrow stonks from somebody. So let's say I've borrowed a stock for a premium fee from whoever you're borrowing it from. And then you sell that stock for $10 with the idea and the assumption that that stock is going to lose value. Of course, when you've borrowed the stock, you've promised to give the stock back to the person you borrowed it from on a certain date. So then the price goes down and you buy that stock back for $4. And then you turn around and give the stock back to the person you borrowed from it. Because one stock equals one stock. Like, they don't care about the value of it. And then you just pocket the $6. And you're not even, like, selling and buying from the same person either. So that's allowed. That's allowed, apparently. And like, the actual act... The actual act of short selling a stock is that self-fulfilled prophecy in that them doing that it's all public information. So other people see that and they're like, oh, these people think that this stock is going to go down. So that actually causes it then to go down, thus creating the environment that they're allowed to make money on betting that it will go down. So it's like a very confusing thing. Very similar in how they were back on 2008 and before then they were buying mortgages that they knew were going to fail. I don't know, like that worked a lot more complicated and different, but and like simply by doing that, you put more stress on them and it causes them to fail. But anyway, so yeah, that's what the situation was. That's what the situation was. Continues to be, and not just for GameStop, but a lot of stocks or whatever. Apparently, failure is very profitable for those who aren't failing. Yes, very true. Profit is very profitable for those who already have profit. Is also a good way to look at it. So GameStop apparently was being shorted to a degree that these firms were borrowing more shares of GameStop than what existed. Like they borrowed 140% of the shares that are on the market. All right, maybe it was 120. I thought it was, I saw 140 at some point, but so I don't know how that works. Like that's like this perhaps is one of the things that we need to look at and say like, maybe we shouldn't allow that in the future. Is that gonna happen? Doubted. I doubt. But yeah. Anyway, the people who keep an eye on these things, normal-ish people with the Reddits and whatnots, noticed this and turned it into a rallying cry saying, hey, what if instead we all buy GameStop, which will raise the price of the shares, therefore making it impossible for these short sellers to then turn around and, they can't buy it because it's more expensive, or they don't want to buy it because it's more expensive than what they sold it. Because, like before, they want to buy it back at a cheaper price and then pocket the difference. But if it's a higher price, then they have to pay that higher price difference because there's a date where they have to return those stocks that they borrowed back to the person they borrowed it from. Person, company, market, whatever. So they started doing that. And it was working. And it got more and more popular. And then like Wednesday? Like, I was hearing about this for like weeks. Didn't get in on the ground floor. But like it all came to a head when large news, it started spreading, the virality, the memeology of it all spread around. And GameStop, which was like at its lowest point, like $6 a share, is like up to $400 a share. And then, obviously, the idea is to bankrupt the hedge funds who do the short selling, And they did that. But then, of course, one of the hedge funds got bailed out by other hedge funds. One of which is also conveniently the one who supplies Robinhood, the Robinhood app, with their like market interface. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so yeah, then it got to the point where like everybody, not everybody, but I guess most people were using this Robinhood app, which like allows normal average Joes to buy and sell and trade stocks. And so then Robinhood, once things started to peak so much, put a limit or stopped the ability to trade the GameStop trading, and that caused obviously the price to go down again. So yeah, I don't know what's happening. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Of course at this point, you know, maybe doubtful, but maybe at the beginning, those people who were trying to drive up the price in order to screw over the hedge funds were doing so altruistically. But now word has spread so far that you have to assume that there's a much more significant portion who simply saw the headlines and want to cash out, cash in, cash out on the exorbitant prices. So yeah, so like the only way it works is if they buy the stock and hold on to it, because the hedge funds want to be able to buy it back because they have to give it back because they borrowed their stocks to short sell it. So if you're holding on to it, that screws them over. But now there's a bunch of new blood in there who are buying just to ride the upward wave and then are going to sell it, which kind of messes up. That's about that whole more burn the system down kind of rallying cry. I don't know. Let's go to sleep and continue in the morning. I don't know why I said that. This isn't an episode. They're already wiped out. Well, but it's not, they weren't all just, there was one that got wiped out. I don't know. And then they got bailed out. Like I said, they got bailed out by one of the, like a company who handles, like Robinhood isn't directly plugged in to the market. They have to go through a third party to actually execute the trades, and that company bailed out the other, the one of the hedge fund. By bailout, they bought and now own half of, or whatever. So yeah, that's all a bit sketchy and screwy, right? So yeah, I don't know. The only like thing I've ever done with my, like, it's money I can't touch, the my retirement stuff, IRAs or whatever. So it's kind of dead to me already. So I like kind of don't like, it's money I don't have, and won't have, and perhaps never will have. The only thing I did is when, like, there was the big dip last March or whatever, when the whole country was shutting down due to coronavirus, which has totally been solved, by the way. That's not a problem we need to worry about. Everything's opening back up. It's great. Like, after it recovered and got back to, like, its COVID numbers, I like moved half of that into just like cash, because you assume, oh, you know, 400,000 people are dead and the virus is still raging. Surely the market is going to crash again. But no, it keeps going up somehow, and which doesn't make sense, because the market is not any reflection on the actual economy or reality, I don't think, if this last week is anything to glean anything from.
I just don't think.
No alert hype! Oh, McDonald, no alert hype.
You got it. You got it. Hey, thank you.
No alert hype.
Ah, get bamboozled. Whoa, Wolfie. Get alerted. Thank you for 42 months. Heard that's a important number for some reason. So yeah, anyway, but if there's a Kurt face, then there's Kurt alerts. Yep. What was I saying? I was saying something, and now I've forgotten. Oh, yeah, like these, yeah, it's never like, you know, Robin Hood or whatever is saying it's, or it was, like, trading for the people, but, like, you can't ever compete with these large funds and managers and corporations. Like, you can be like, I bought a stock. And, like, that was what you did. But, like, they do that, like, 100 times a second with their little algorithms and, you know, they make little sense here, sense there. But if they do it a million times, then that adds up to quite a lot. Not that they tend to be... I think better is the wrong word. That they're better at it. They control it. Like, it's out of your control as a person. But they're better at it for themselves. Yeah, they have more influence, right? Because they have... Not because they have more speed, or not because they have more knowledge or experience, which they might, but because they're actually hardwired in. Yeah, their money weighs more than your money. Thank you. That's actually a good point to make. Like, a few people on Reddit might have made a few $1 million, but... You know, that pales in comparison to the billions. But anyway, don't get wrapped up in it. I mean, that's another thing, like, that I see, like articles and stuff about this. Articles or, like, you know, I get little emails from the place I have my accounts at that are like, think about your long-term goals. I mean, that's true, but also, isn't that what they want you to only think about? While they're doing their little pennies here and there at 1 million times a minute. They certainly have short-term goals. But they'll leave the long-term goals to you. But anyway, I see the point of it. I guess I kind of see if you distill down the Reddit to, like I said, its possible altruistic core message makes a lot of sense. But scent? It makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's true. But it's also it's now also been the water has been muddied. Muddled? One of those, sure. Hold on. Stonks. So yeah, anyway. Ooh, a pre-made hidey hole. Fascinating. We used that in the end of the last stream. So anyway. It's very interesting. Like I said, one would hope things can change, but they're probably not going to change for the right people. Right, it's going to be one of those words. What's that word for words that become words just because they get used a lot instead of the real word? Words. Yeah! Kind of want to go through here, but it seems dangerous. Perfectly safe. I don't know, like Kleenex or Q-tips. Instead of tissue or cotton swab. Vernacular? Vernacular. Pow! Right in the vernacular. Slang. I guess slang, yeah, is a word. Slang is a word. Oh, I think I need a bed. I do need a bed. Beep, boop, boop. Let's make a boat too while we're at it. Beep, boop, boop. I'll get that later. Indeed. Whoops, that's east. There are lots of trades where the potential losses are infinite. Infinite? I would say the potential losses are zero, like down to zero. Like if you buy a stock for $10 and then it crashes down to zero, you lost that $10. Like you can't lose $20. Well, right. I guess yeah. I'm speaking of like the simplified, not borrowing more than you have or more that exists. But I mean, if that's the case, then they should lose. They're not going to, and they haven't. They're getting bailed out, like I mentioned. But here's a question: do we need stonks? That is a good question. The whole system's out of order. There was that Netflix show. That was Everything Explained, or maybe it's just called Explained. But they did one on the stock market and like talked about its origins and its purposes. But like now how it has morphed to be its own thing that has no connotation to like the original, stock was supposed to be, it's, stocks, like the stockyards, like cows, livestock. Stock cars. Nasty cars, yes! Put $10 on that nasty car. I'm investing in nasty car. I'm sure they who do like NASCAR has a stock. They are a public, aren't they? Or am I wrong? Could be wrong. Betting money on how a business is doing is stupid and shady. But you're not betting money on how a business is doing. You're betting money on how the bets are doing. Thanks, I hate it. Well, like originally it was supposed to be like a way to fund business. Business serves business. Like you're a company and you need money to open up a new location or XYZ or whatever, so you offer 10 stonks. And then those stonk holders own that percentage of your company. But then you can use that money to do the things you need to do, and then when you profit on that, you give them their due portion of those profits. But yeah, it's gotten so far beyond that. Again, totally just spitting out of the top of my mouth. The top of the teeth. Hold on. Dinner discussions. Anyway, what's for dinner? I don't know. That's the problem. She's asking me if I want or have any ideas for dinner, and I do not. I have no ideas. Cone is investing in hot dogs. Ooh, I wonder if this breaks through to the other side. That'll be a no. Oh, I do! I'm good at predicting these futures. Ah!
I can only see a horrible rainbow!
Missile.
That was scary. I have leftover, like one serving of leftover tacos from 2 nights ago. I suggested... Oh, there's Wolfie. I'm like, where'd he go? He didn't make it through the tunnel? You have no idea what pad thai even is? We went to a Thai restaurant.
Not me. Yeah. Oh,
Cone Dodger.
absolutely.
Woo.
I don't remember if I'm the one. Somebody must have gotten pad thai in the group. Zoogie Zork, thank you for 25 months in the sub-tub. Careful, frickety frick. You did not eat anything. Yeah, he just got the mock. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't get what Mock got, but anyway, that concludes Market Watch with Wolfie McWolfington, Esquire. Nope. Wolfie invests in pig futures. Pork chop earnings. He shorts the cactus pricks. Which applies to both meanings. So you're having one leftover taco then. Yeah, I don't know. It's a real struggle. It's a real struggle, Bus. I mean, not really. We actually, since living here with the girlfriend, and even she more so says this, like, she used to be like a eat cereal over the sink kind of dinner. Which is fine. But like, since I moved in, we've pretty much had a dinner every night. Like, whether it be tacos or, like, yesterday, like, we had chicken. But we just had chicken. No, what did we do yesterday? Oh no, we did Zatarain's jambalaya with chicken in it, which is just a box, a rice box mix thing. And then before that, we had chicken with white rice and vegetables. And then before that, we had the tacos. Having someone to cook for. I see what you mean. I thought you said someone to cook. So yeah, I mean, we have been doing very well on the dinner front. But like, recently, the girlfriend is even like, it's like almost stressful. Like, maybe sometimes a cereal over the sink is fine. And like, those are usually the nights where like she does her own thing and I'm like, I'll just do my chicken nuggets and French fries. Those are our not worry about it dinners, and she'll make some sort of soup or some sort of pot sticker Asian bun thing that I can't have because it's glutinous anyways, so. But yeah, getting like the text of like, do you have any ideas for dinner? Like that's tough to follow up on. Hey, Wolfie, you dang noodle. Hey, you dang cow, go on get it. Is there any text that isn't hard to follow up on? Yeah, I mean, it's especially true if there is, like, nothing. I guess now that, like, we've been wanting to try to, like, get away like, every dinner has, like, meat in it. Like, it's hard to, oh, I'm getting text alerts from my, investment manager now. How do I respond to that? I don't know. Now he's telling me to invest in Doge. I think he's trying to manipulate the market. Because he owns one. I'm sorry, I found that funny, what Wolfie just did. Bounce, 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 spin in a circle, jump in the water. Oh, now he's sending lewd pictures. Oh, he has a physical coin. I don't know if that can be traded in. Plastic it's made from costs more, probably. Hey, it's just like the penny. Ooh, buddy. So yeah, I suggested pizza. But then that means I've just volunteered to make pizza dough. But I did just find the pizza dough recipe from Robert's Red Mill. Wolfie's been quiet. What else is new and up and news and... Ah! Woohoo, buddy. Ugh. How's the welding coming along? I assure you, it is not. I've gotta make time for putting the new front on. New facelift. Make time. It's 4 p.m. It's 5:43 p.m. And it like is much colder than where it is by you by 4 p.m. I should, at the very least, something I should do is like clean the rust areas and like protect them so that they do not continue to rust. But again, that's more work. Ah, so it wasn't the fuel. Isn't that something you're figuring out?
I think that you are the most fascinating character within this setup. Not me.
ZK!
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Y'all complaining about cold so much, just move to Texas.
Texas! Texas! I'm practically in the Arctic Circle. What are you talking about, Texas? We'll see how this conversation goes in 2 months when it's 125 humidity. Yep, Wolfie knows. Whoop. Whoops. That was a math joke? Ooh, that's lava right there. I don't want to make Wolfie spawn over there. I keep forgetting to look up my, the radio I got for the 280 and how it doesn't, none of the knobs or buttons work on it anymore. Like, that feels too stupid to be like an actual problem that happened after 1 week of use. Like, I feel like there was like a button or something I pushed that like disabled everything. Because it has a remote and it like responds sort of to the remote. But yeah, like a child lock or something like that. I'm like, did I hold the series of buttons down for 3 seconds? Or like, what did I do? But also, it was a $20 eBay Chinese Bluetooth radio head unit. So, that's also not beyond the scope of possibilities. Like, it still connects and plays music Which is fine. That's honestly all I need, is just to be able to have the Bluetooth play. It's not a hi-fi system. I just got 2 cheap speakers and hook it up to the phone. But, you know, being able to change the volume without having to fiddle with my phone would be nice. "96 viewers, nice." Excuse me. Tell you what, Peepers was being a real bad cat lately. Making a bunch of noise in the early morning, crying out side of the bedroom door for no reason whatsoever. I just don't hear it anymore. Peepers, the thing is, Peepers has a very distinct yell. And gurgle. It fluctuates between, like, you know, and then he like loses his voice midway through. And that even isn't close to like a good representation. You should record it and have a biddler for it. Well, the problem is, well, I mean, unless I like decided to actually get up and record it in the morning, you can never force it to happen. You can't plan for it. Those Peepers futures. We're just stuck with dogs. Dogs don't hello. Futures, man. Excuse me. Ooh. No, yeah, that's what Peepers does. He sticks his head under the gap in the door. Mixtures to get the most direct, proper voice amplification. When did you lose the ability to gather enough oxygen? I don't know. That's the bright lights. It's the spotlight. It wears me down. Okay, this is not the way to go. guess I'm like, my lungs aren't open at full capacity. This is gonna hurt Wolfie, isn't it? Oh, you dingus. This is bad. Yeah, maybe you should come down here in the water. No, not over there. Okay, woo! I saved the day. Just do the old Justin silhouette cam. Well, but that requires light, because that requires a green screen, and then the green screen has to be lit. And it also would require a green screen, which we all know was so 2019. Oh, Lord. Wait. Oh, no, that's right. 30? Yeah, 30 minutes. All right, so this is the last night. All right. I looked at the timer on how long I've been live, and it said 1:30, and I thought I'd been doing this for 1:30, but that's fine. We've got this down to an exact science. Ooh, buddy. I don't know. I'm not drinking enough water. Getting enough exercise. I get none. I walk Juno. That counts, right? I think the emote is making me yawn now. I see that, and subconsciously I see a person yawning, and then I yawn. Counts for what? Exercise. Ambulatory body movements. I should help you build the fence. I had to help paint this fence. And I disliked it. So Kurt does not strike me as the builder type. No. No. Build. Decorate. Maintain. Not for me. What's an inlay? I should really make better armor, I guess. Get the man some cardio. Would building a fence really be cardio? I don't know. I mean, if you're trying to speed build it, sure. 80 feet in 2 days. What's that in stonks? Let's see. You gotta get one of those swirly post swirlers. That's what they're called, right? Oh, they take 2 people to operate. Lame. Augur? I just met her. Alright, I'm looking for a spot. Jokes. Here we go, perfect. Hopefully. Hey, Wolfie. There you go. Oop, that's wrong. That was an augful joke. Too far. Too soon. Alright, there, look at this. Compared to the last one, much nicer. Hidey hole. Actually, I want to do this. Okay. Alright. Well, that certainly was an interesting episode that contained no useful information whatsoever. Wolfie agrees. Wolfie very much agrees. And it wasn't even an episode. See, that's how useless the information is. It's not even an episode. It's a stream. It's worth even less. So yeah. That's gonna be at least, well, I don't know. We actually might continue, depending on if you're watching this on YouTube. I'll decide when I'm back from whatever I'm about to do. Okay. Snoring noises, snoring noises, snoring noises. Oh, so close to 33. We're so close.